Hey everybody, this is Beast. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Scottyallenday. What do you know about your fan merch that you bought on Facebook or Instagram? How do I know it's fake merch? And what do bands and creators have to say about this? Well, that's today's video, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about today. And, you know, being a roadie and being involved with the entertainment circuit, merch is probably one of the best forms of income for anybody that's beginning in the entertainment business. And then what I'm talking about with it's vital. If I posted, which I have a design that I've drawn for my channel, and what is that's important for anybody that is starting up to be a fan and just to purchase one shirt, and a lot of times it's a little spendy. And when a creator makes their own shirt and they put it up and it's like $25 and they only make like $7 profit off of it, that's because they're not selling that many. But that's $7. If they sell 10 shirts, that's $70. If they sell 100 shirts, well, that's $700. $700 can get them better camera equipment, can buy some reviews, and just, you know, start the ball rolling with their channel. And it takes a lot of work to make a logo or graphic, or it costs money for somebody to buy a logo or graphic. Now, the more that I see a lot of these Instagram, Facebook, some of the stuff has popped up on Twitter of, you know, Nikki Sixx holding up here's the 40 years and Motley Crue, and then has a picture of the aged faces on the shirt. Now, I already know that's a photoshopped shirt of Nikki Sixx, because Nikki Sixx is so active on Instagram and Twitter that if he was promoting a shirt, or if Tommy Lee was promoting a shirt that is associated with the band, they would actually be wearing that shirt. They would wear that shirt to a concert. But you don't see that shirt anywhere. If they had a new shirt, it would be on their website. And a lot of times, the website, well, you could go and buy fan merchandise from Motley Crue, is cheaper than the bootleggers. That's right, they're a bootlegger. Just like back in the 20s and 30s when they were, you know, pawning off cheap liquor. It's a bootlegger. And when I see this type of stuff come out, it becomes overwhelming to some creators. There's a friend of mine that's a creator. His name is Adam Wu, and he made up 3 designs for his shirts. They were really nice designs. It looked like he spent a little bit of time on them. And, well, okay, they spent a little time on them. They found the right website to be able to post it on, and, you know, they can just leave it alone and it keeps going. But then they go to their personal fan page, and a guy that's selling cheap knockoffs from China is advertising it on his page. And they're advertising his bootleg merchandise on that creator's page. And what does the creator say? Oh my God, they're attacking me. And this guy that's a bootlegger that makes these shirts and is pushing them on this other guy's page, and this is a massive problem and it's happening globally. And they're watching for somebody to get up to about 100,000. They look for somebody that has a fan page, and then they start going and they push these shirts on those fan pages. And the creators all of a sudden throw their hands up and say, well, you know what, I can't make shirts. Well, you know what, I can't experiment and make a graphic so I can be able to make a little bit of side money. It's all going to the bootleggers. So now the bootleggers are making money off of the creator that the creator should have been making. Now here's what you need to know about the shirt that you're buying from the websites. Actually, you don't know where you're buying it from. Even if you bought it through PayPal, which is safer, you don't know what the quality of the shirt is. Number one. Number two, you don't know if it's going to fit. Number three, you don't know if they're going to return it if it's too small. Number four, if they ask for a credit card, you don't know if they're going to try and steal your identity. You don't know what the name of this company is. You don't know their reputation. You don't know what they're involved in. And you don't know what they're financing. And that's basically the way it is. It's like a more organized Nigerian scam. And that's all I call it, is a scam. Back in the 80s, we all called it a scam. And I mean, a lot of rockers, a lot of country artists, a lot of jazz musicians, a lot of blues musicians, they had merchandise out there. And you went down and you bought their merchandise and you wore it with pride. And if somebody had a backstage pass and went back there and they're wearing a bootleg shirt, and they make a pass the road boss, and the road boss sees that that's a bootleg shirt. And I kid you not, more than a dozen times the guy would say, "You're out of here." And the guy didn't know there was a bootleg. And he really wants to go back and see the band. He says he's a true fan, and you know, he's sorry, he's blah blah blah. And eventually somebody goes in and gets a member of the band. Guy has a bootleg shirt on. He bought it from a scalper outside. He thought it was legit merchandise, and now he's trying to come backstage. He has a backstage pass. Now that's a double. That would offend a artist more than anything, is to wear bootleg merchandise, going backstage to see that artist that you basically stole money from. Now, I was at a Motley Crue concert, and I believe it was Nikki Sixx that was out there, and there was another band. There's two more other bands, and this guy was begging, pleading, and saying, "Please forgive me. This is my all-time favorite band. I didn't mean to buy bootleg merch. I'll buy her for a legitimate shirt." And pretty much Nikki Sixx said to the road boss, "Cut it off of him." The road boss took out an 8-inch blade and cut that shirt right off that guy's back. He said, "Now you go upstairs and you buy a legitimate shirt, and then we'll let you come back." You never saw a guy shake so badly. He still came back. Well, of course, this was his ultimate dream. But he had a bootleg shirt on. I have literally saw road bosses grab people with bootleg merchandise and throw them out the door. Now, I would see people with bootleg merchandise that have cut the shirt and plastered it on the back of a jacket and made a tribute jacket. which I'll get back and I'll get to that eventually with tribute jackets. And they know it's a bootleg shirt. However, they turned it into fan art. And it was a scrap of fabric that had a graphic on it. Cool. They'll take the bootleg shirt. The shirt's been cut. It's been put onto a jacket. And the jacket's made awesome. And a lot of times, nobody knew it. It didn't have tour information on the back. It was just the screen print on the front. They said, okay, no problem. There was an airbrush artist that came in, and he personally airbrushed a shirt. And had Motley Crue and Def Leppard, and he did a lot of shirts. And he loved to airbrush. And he came in, and the road boss was about ready to throw him out. And said, dude, I airbrushed this. That I'm the one that created this. And of course, one of the band members came out, and he thought it was the best thing he ever saw. And said, hey, can you do an album cover? Sure enough, he was able to do an album cover. That's how people get to work, is they show fan appreciation art. And sometimes it got confused with bootleg, but then once the road boss realized it was fan art, the fan had a chance to show what they had. Now, in today's concert market, if you had a backstage pass meant you could go party with the band, you can go meet and greet with the band, but it also shows, and it also gives you that rare opportunity to make something fan-related and hopefully present your Picasso to that artist. I've known country artists like Garth Brooks and country artists like Charlie Daniels that have bought artwork off people. I know Loretta Lynn, she's bought artwork off people for a long time. And it just shows that if you make something that shows that you appreciate it, that you appreciate the band will embrace it. If you buy bootleg, fake, junk merchandise, you're not a fan. You're stealing from the band. So I just figured I'd get my words out with people that want to buy cheap junk merchandise instead of just going to the website and buying the real deal. If you go to the website and buy the real deal, you're a fan. If you go to eBay and you go and buy, make sure you buy the real stuff. Do your research before you buy it. Well, that's pretty much what I'm talking about. Let me know if you've ever bought a bootleg shirt. I'm pretty sure I won't say anything bad about you. What you did with that shirt, how you found out it was a bootleg shirt. Let me know in the comment section below. If you're a fan of a music artist, a YouTuber, name drop them in the comments. I'm trying to fill up my comment section today. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. Until next time, keep on rocking.